Zacian. Which, to my knowledge, it's supposed to go live around 11 p.m., but I assume the game's going to need some maintenance prior. So I figured, as much as I want to grind Unite tonight, I think I can wait till after the hotfix and such. So that way, no longer have to deal with broken Zacian, but also can actually play my mons without... Yeah. How's it going, everyone? Hope everyone's week has been well. Almost at the weekend and all. Just gonna do a few side quests to start the stream off while people start coming by. As well as just to try to level up whatever I can as well. I guess I can do this. Shouldn't be spending too long on this though. Since thankfully these side quests are very straightforward.
Activating combat mode.
Very straightforward. Which is a good thing in my case. Hey yo, Madeline, welcome to the stream. And it's been good to hear. So, I really didn't want to, well, I wasn't planning to do Crisis Core tonight. I did want to play Unite and such.
Conflict resolved. Oh yeah!
Even though part of me would be inclined to not play Unite just because of Zacian at the moment. The only reason why I'm playing this right now is because they are doing a hotfix for Pokemon Unite tonight to fix the problem with Zacian. Which on one hand, it's a good thing, but on the other hand, I figure I can wait. I can wait instead. Because, well, fixing Zacian tonight, aka the reason why rank it sort of sucks if you don't have Zacian. I also assume the game's not gonna be, it's gonna go down for maintenance for a bit, so I figure it'd be better just to do a playthrough and finish up Crisis Core instead of trying to play Unite and then suddenly be forced to deal with a potential maintenance session. But plus we don't have too much left of Crisis Core, so this should be good for us nonetheless. Just doing a few easy side quests in the meantime, just to open it up.
Activating combat mode.
Oh, that so hurt me.
Taking you down. Oh no, you don't.
Wow, still hit me. No, okay, I didn't dodge in time.
How about this? That's enough.
Okay, barely avoided that. Oh, we're chilling though. Aside for getting hit by that. God damn it, I messed up there. Okay, this is... I threw that, I'll admit.
This'll do. Gonna love this. Bye now. Oh no, you don't.
And lucky stars. This will be nice.
You can do it, Zach.
Yeah, I'm on fire now.
Come on. Well, man, Crisis Core, I wasn't planning to revisit it, I wasn't planning to do this as soon as I did, but pretty glad I did overall. Because this game's been a good time to say the least.
Conflict resolved.
Which, the original Crisis Core, I did enjoy the game. I'll admit, it didn't really, while I enjoyed it, it didn't age too well back then. So, at least in terms of gameplay for me, but granted, that also could have been my fault because I was mostly doing the main story. Not really going out of my way to do side stuff. Like I am doing right now. And now that's far from the case here, which I've been doing the side stuff and honestly might have made the game a little too easy for myself because of it. Even though I'm playing on hard mode, but it's been a good time.
Activating combat mode.
Okay, those dogs are still here though. I need to be careful about them. Anyways,
Activating combat mode.
since I didn't do Unite tonight,
Conflict resolved.
I'll probably do Unite over the weekend. Most likely. At least one day, maybe two, but we'll see. Just to get myself to actually play Unite and such. Because aside from getting to Master Rank,
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
aside from trying to get to Master Rank, Masters specifically, I do also want to get Zacian for free. Which sure, he won't be busted, or he won't be bugged like he currently is now, but at the same time, he is a free mod currently, if you do the events.
Activating combat
Which I'll
mode.
admit, I've been tempted to get used real money for, but I can avoid doing that for the time being.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't even play Unite as much as I used to.
Activating combat mode.
Ouch.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
That's the plan anyways, but anything can change, because I'll admit, part of me was considering not streaming just to chill for tonight. But at the same time, I probably would have been either grinding Street Fighter 5 or even Pokemon Unite on my
Activating
own
combat
time.
mode.
But there's multiple. Damn. This is like on my limit break. That was unfortunate.
Activating combat mode.
No.
Whoa.
Man, my timing sucks. Hmm.
Activating combat mode.
Oh, and that just instantly kills me. I could definitely do this
Activating
though.
combat mode.
Wow, that still reached me. Oof. That gunplay is really the big problem for me. But I could beat him otherwise.
Activating combat mode.
Wow. I should probably focus on one target, but I keep
Activating
accidentally
combat
changing
mode.
my targets because of how
Warm-up's over.
oh, let's get some damage here.
Prove your honor to. Got him.
Conflict resolved.
Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Cosmic, welcome to the stream. So I was planning to do Pokemon Unite tonight. The only reason why I'm not doing it right now is because there's supposed to be an emergency patch for Zacian, which I assume the game's either going to be on maintenance soon, or go into maintenance, or it's currently on maintenance. So I figured just to be safe, why not just finish up Crisis Core since I'm really not that far from beating the game. Just a matter of how long it takes for me to get to the end, but I know I'm not that far from it. It was tempting to try, I was tempted to abuse, there was a part of me that wanted to abuse Zacian, at least with Phil playing it.
Activating combat mode.
I figured, I'll just play it over the weekend. How's it going, Cosmic? Hope your Thursday's been well.
Oh, Cisne. How about dinner?
What game I think about next? I'm honestly not sure. It's probably gonna be well, there's a part of me that's thinking about starting a shorter game, but at the same time, I might use next week just to grind other games. Other multiplayer games that I play in general. It's up in the air, but I would definitely want to do a short game first. Which I do have a fair amount. Also, holy shit, there are so many soldiers here. Going good? Good to hear. I could do more Pokemon Unite streams next week because
Conflict resolved.
that is an option for me, doing more Pokemon Unite streams next week, just to grind to Masters and such. I can also throw in Fall Guys if I feel like it. Maybe I might even do Street Fighter 5 if I feel like it. But I know I definitely have some short games I could stream instead. Something I could finish in like 2 or 3 streams, since I do have Trails to Azure in a few weeks. And then Resident Evil 4 Remake as well. So, I definitely have options, for sure. Just really depends on what I'm feeling and such. Let's try this.
Activating combat mode.
Zach,
Cisne?
what are you
Did I ever see
doing
this cutscene?
here?
Dunno. I was just told to take leave at Del Sol. And you?
Good timing. My supervisor gave me leave as well. So I figured I should take in a little sun.
My leave wasn't an order from the director.
Leave is leave. forget about work. Spread your wings a little. Well, see ya.
Wings and feathers. I've had enough.
Interesting.
Good timing, huh?
You're in for it now.
You can do it, Zack.
This'll do. That's enough. Heads up. This is gonna sting. Hana. Take that. Bringing out the big guns. Prove your honor to me. I got it.
Nice.
How about this? Gonna love this.
Lucky starts again.
Taking you down, this is gonna sting. Brace yourself.
Why not?
You can do.
Later.
Oh, Sistine.
Wow. Third time in a row. Never had this many lucky
Bring out
stars,
the
but
big guns.
I might as well abuse it.
You can do.
Who's next?
Brace yourself. Prove your honor to. Got him. The end. Got him. Later. Heads up. Gonna love this.
I wonder how many more I have left. Considering how many I've probably beaten at this point.
Oh no, you don't.
Conflict resolved.
There we go. She has a lot of enemies. I wonder if there's one with even more. Let's see. Seems like there might be. Okay. Alright, I'll just do the rest of these, if anything. And then we'll continue the story.
Activating combat mode.
Bye now. That's enough. How about this? Gonna love this. Taking you down a peg. That's enough. How about this? This is gonna sting. Bye now. Oh no, you don't. Heads up. Gonna love this. Here we go. Oh no, you don't.
Cool. This will definitely be a nice way to
Better run for
boost my
it.
proficiency with my Buster Sword. Oh yeah, and then regardless of what I end up streaming next week and such, no stream tomorrow and no stream next week Thursday, just because
That's enough. Here we go.
I'm gonna be at the movies. Like, Just bought my tickets to see Demon Slayer tomorrow, so that should be a good time.
Gonna love this.
And assuming my friends are able to go next week.
Taking you down, this is gonna sting.
That's the current plan so far,
Warm-up's over.
which
Power of
I'm
soldier.
pretty excited to watch it,
All right, here comes the big
even though
one.
I do know what's gonna happen already.
How about this? Oh no, you don't. Got him. Here we go. Gonna love this. Heads up. This is gonna sting. Bye now. Oh no, you don't. This'll do. This is gonna
Yep,
sting.
movie night.
Taking you down a
Which,
peg.
granted,
Gonna love
it's really
this.
just the end of Season 2 and the start of Season 3.
This'll do.
I do enjoy Demon Slayer for what it is.
Taking you down a peg. Gonna love this.
But I'm also really looking forward to it, at least with how busy work's been this week. It is probably another reason why I also want to go to the movies tomorrow instead of wait till next week to see it.
Take that.
So that'll be a nice way to treat myself.
That's enough. How about this? Gonna love this. Better run for it.
The power of soldier.
Okay, how many more are left?
Take that.
Man. Part of me does sort of wish that. Part of me sort of wish I did this when I played this on the PSP, but I really didn't ever. I would say. Because this is pretty fun, I won't lie. Doing all of this. And this song too. Oh, I didn't get to let me break. Yeah, let the battle begin. Such a nice OST. Not my favorite version, but it's still a good song to listen to regardless. I think my favorite version comes from the city of NT, personally. Ooh, and we leveled up, so all the more worth it. Okay. Who's... Man, I've lost track of how many I've beaten at this point. It's definitely a lot, though. Hopefully we're almost done.
Bringing out the big guns.
Hopefully. Even though there's one more level. Oh, we're still chilling. We're really strong. And these enemies aren't really tough either, so that makes things easier, even easier.
Conflict resolved.
Here we go. So what's the last reward for this? Sure, I'll do this. 1,000 soldiers.
Activating combat mode.
We can't have them calling for backup.
What's this cutscene?
I'll draw their attention. Make sure you take them out.
Yeah, you got it.
Turks? Get them!
What?
It's Soldier! Everyone, get out here!
Wow. Zach, how could you fail like that?
What are you doing? They called for backup.
Sorry, jumped too far.
What? Anyways, limit break time.
Better run for it.
Anyways, what else can I talk about?
No, not if I can help it.
Oh yeah, the whole Minecraft speed stuff, so... I know a lot of local TOs were pretty much banning it. And Collision banned it as well. I did see HBox pretty much say he's banned, which... I've already set my take on it already.
I hope.
You better believe it. Leveled up too.
Especially even now, because apparently, according from what I've seen, apparently Japan doesn't really see it as a problem.
Prove your honor to me.
Hey yo, Gale, welcome to the stream. Just doing this 1,000 soldier challenge, Shinra soldier challenge. Hope your night's been well. Granted. I've seen what it does. I know what the tech does, obviously, and I don't blame people for banning them. Apparently, there's more to it than from what the video's shown or something. That's what I heard. I don't know much about the details otherwise, but... Meh. It is what it is at this point.
Warm-up's over.
Prove your honor to me.
I got it. Later. Take that. Got him.
Yeah, I wish there's a way to track progress on how many I've gone through at this point. But at least they're all just minions to me at this point.
Here we go. This is gonna sting. Taking you down. How about this? Oh no, you don't.
Anyways, I do like being able to hit stun cancel is pretty wild. I do agree with that. And it definitely would be an easy solution to just, if Nintendo would just make one more patch to at least get rid of that. Would be nice, if anything, but I mean, I'm not expecting it anytime soon.
Yeah, I'm on fire now. Later. Take that. Got him. That's enough.
Just, well, coming from where I'm used to seeing characters get banned and such. I guess my main issue, which I pretty much already talked about yesterday, which, I mean, you're free to disagree with it and such. I mean, I guess my main issue is just we really haven't seen it. Well, outside of being it shown on a Twitter clip for a tech video and such, I haven't seen it anywhere else at this point in time. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say the tech is okay or anything. It's just that's the only place I've seen it at this point. Like, intentionally do it. If it's an accident or they didn't mean to, then it happens, but
Mind your own business.
that team probably broke up. I did see that, including the part where I know some of the old players. Including, well, I know like some players like QB, I think that helped develop the game. I know he signed up for tourneys and such, so. One Steve doing. Okay, so there's players using it, so I guess this also brings up another question. How far did that Steve player get in the tourney itself? And I guess, in general, how many Steves were there in the tourney as well that were abusing it to get as far as they did, depending on how they did? Those are just more questions I genuinely have out of curiosity.
What's this?
A Mako spring. Truly a marvel of nature.
Damn,
It's so
we get this
beautiful,
cutscene here.
but if we continue
Can't
to
tell
take
because it was
Mako from
Japanese.
the ground,
Fair
it'll
enough.
dry up and vanish,
But,
right?
back to what I was
When
saying.
Mako
My
energy
point
is
is just more so saying,
It becomes
aside from the
materia.
tech being
Naturally
broken
formed
and
materia
or
are a rare sight
either
indeed.
broken or breaking the game,
By the way, how is it that these materia
just from what
allow
I've
us
seen
to
with
use
fighting
magic?
other fighting
You don't
games,
know.
they need
You call
results
yourself
to
soldier?
show that
Within each materia,
it needs
there lies knowledge
it needs to be
once
banned to a
possessed by
point
the
where it's like
ancients.
saying
Knowledge to
if you're not
control the
using
power of
X
this planet
character
at will.
or
It is
having
this
X
knowledge
character
that
on
binds
your
us to the
team,
planet and calls forth
then you're
magic,
pretty much
so to say.
throwing. It's pretty much the
Magic.
general
Such a
thing. And I've only seen this in two modern fighting games. Dragon Ball Fighters and Tekken 7, with 2 characters specifically in each.
Warm-up's over.
Tekken 7 with Leroy, and then Dragon Ball Fighters with Android 21. Good. Well, with Leroy, since you don't play either of those games, I'll just try to explain it as detailed as I can. So, Tekken 7 is just pretty much imagine a character that has the best tools that everyone has. But instead of being nerfedly balanced out, he pretty much had, it was all good still. Like, insanely good. And because of that, a lot of people were pretty much saying he was already broken and such. But we did see one tournament happen with him legal.
You're in for it now.
And at least during that,
Show me the true power of soldier. Mind your own business.
because of it, like character was 100% legal, and I don't know for the entirety of the tournaments, but for the top 8 for EVO Japan with Tekken 7, it was to the point where 7 out of the 8 players were using said character. One player chose not to use that character, and to his credit, he actually got 2nd place, surprisingly. But at the end, the broken character win, and even that player was like, yeah, just play that character. And then after that tournament, they immediately nerfed him. Funny enough. No, that's the thing. Like, we've only seen the attack. We haven't seen anything from tournaments yet to see. Is where I see where some people have issues with it, which, like I said, I do see both sides. I'm just saying, like, where I see where characters get banned and such. Like, I know not everything's banned, but I know Collision has banned them from their events. And HBox announced it today for his online events, which I have nothing against TOs doing. Like, it's their tournament, their rules and such. They're allowed to do whatever. They're not like tied to some big circuit where everything has to be unified and such. But like I said, it's like, it just, that's the where like I feel like, one hand I get it, on the other hand, I feel like it could also be premature. I do get where they're coming from.
Brace yourself.
That's like just really conflicted about it.
Is this the end?
And that's another thing. Not everyone has the same rule sets either, so. Or events and such in general. Which is definitely another issue. Whether it's like between, like, obviously different countries, different states, in our case with NA, even different regions within the states. Makes it hard to say. And then back to the whole thing about characters being banned. I was talking about Leroy, well, a character named Leroy in Tekken 7, which the only reason why he didn't get banned it's definitely because they nerfed him immediately after the tourney. And they had to nerf him again, to my knowledge, as well, just to make it for good measure. Like, the character is still good, but not as busted. Since there are some players that still use him, but it's not to the point where the majority of a top 8 would be running said character, which there is a video about it if you want to see it. Like, the nightmare that broke Tekken or something. Which was a pretty cool watch. I did see parts of the tournament when it was airing, but I didn't watch all of it just because Japan time and such. And then the other thing I was talking about that was not only broken, but actually did get banned. At least from one tournament. It's a character in Dragon Ball FighterZ called Lab Code 21. So this character, she had a lot of strong tools already. To the point where people would have wanted her nerfed regardless. But she wasn't broken because she had a bunch of really good tools. She was broken because she had this one super, which is a command grab. Which, on its own, if you land it on an opponent, it essentially nerfs their damage output for the entire match.
Bringing out the big guns.
You can do it, Zack.
Yep, flashbacks. But yeah, back to Lab Code 21. She has a command grab that essentially nerfs their attack power throughout the entire game. And when damage output in the game is already low, that's already a problem since you're not only a lot weaker, but you pretty much, like,
Is this them?
so not only are you weaker,
It's been a long time.
you pretty much, you're essentially
Sebastian.
essentially
SI.
useless unless you're able to avoid the whole situation entirely.
I'm
but
sorry.
that move
Dealings with
on
Avalanche
top of
resulted
Lab Code
in
21 being
soldier
really
casualties.
strong was another thing.
It's all right.
And then the command grab part, which
the end,
I
they
pretty much
returned
use
to
this
their
comparison.
senses. And I can
Imagine
always come here
if
to see them
Bowser or
anyway.
Incineroar were able to
Everything's
combo
good
into
on
their
this side.
side B and you couldn't do
Alright,
anything about
so
it.
You don't have to worry about us.
Yeah, that's that's
Okay,
why that super was a
see ya.
big problem. Something she could essentially combo into.
Better run for it.
Is this the end?
And
No,
another thing,
not if I can help
since
it.
it's a command grab, even if you block it, chances are if you were in a true string and they did the super on you, you're pretty much screwed. You would have to eat it. And yeah. Yeah, it would be great. And how matches became because of it. Essentially, players were pretty much camping each other out, stalling for time, making sure they don't get hit. And well, since you play Persona for Arena Ultimate, you know about the burst system. Dragon Ball fighters, and most anime fighters in general, have a similar burst system of some sorts. Pretty much, one player tried to touch it once, and then something in Dragon Ball fighters where players would either try to save it if they can kill, or to try to make a comeback. Some people would pretty much try to use it immediately, even if it's within the first 5 seconds of the game, just to make sure they didn't get hit by it or else they were screwed. And there are some people that doubted it initially, but eventually changed their stance once they realized how strong it was. However, we did have one tournament happen for it, combo breaker last year. And to my not, and like with Tekken 7 with Leroy, at EVO Japan, last year combo breaker, 7 out of the 8 teams were pretty much running Labco 21. And then the number when you include top 24, it was definitely well over 50%, with over half the teams running Labco 21 on their team. And hence why she ended up getting banned at the next tourney. But thankfully after that next tourney, they did actually release the balance patch to nerf her, which was definitely needed, to say the least, for that, with that kind of character. Which, they didn't kill her entirely, but they did change it so she couldn't combo into it anymore. And some tools to my knowledge. So she was still really good though. But it wasn't to the point where, if you weren't running said character on your team, you were pretty much throwing. That's pretty much where I came. That's pretty much where I come from with my philosophy with banning characters, which, obviously, people were pretty much already saying the character was going to be broken. And this is sort of, I guess, another reason why I'm sort of iffy about the whole thing with Smash Bros. Steve right now. Because, like you can tell from the two things I mentioned, we did have, like, we did have one tourney from each to show it, in that regards. And the thing that sort of makes me iffy with, and the thing that pretty much makes me iffy with
There you are.
banning Steve now is just because most of it is really just based off that tech video.
He's a friend
And
fellow
like
country boy.
and you
So,
can
is he
tell
up for
where I'm
some
going.
food?
Like, we don't need weeks, months, or years to see whether it's broken or not. We really just need one to see it, if it's that
Okay,
usable.
listen, I'll treat
To
you
where
guys to some food as
nearly
well.
everyone,
In
or
return, you
a
all
good
take care
majority of the
Cloud.
players in the bracket is using Steve.
Thank you, Zach.
Just,
Maybe
just
I'll go
like
with
how
you too.
I feel about when it comes to banning characters
Warm-up's over.
and such.
The
And
power
again,
of
I'm not trying
soldier.
to say they're wrong for doing it. It's just the part that sticks out to me with why we're banning Steve ASAP. Which again, this also could have been avoided if Nintendo would patch it, but like we said before, most likely not going to be coming, unfortunately. Nice. Okay, so we gained a few levels at least, so this is definitely worth it. But yeah, you can see, like, overall with the ban discussion on Steve, that's why it's just odd to me. Even though I don't really have any preference on whether he gets banned or not. Like, I'm not going to use the excuse of saying you're a bad player and all that other stuff when the tech looks actually dumb, which I still stand by. It's just the process of banning and such is what makes me a little weird. Makes me feel a little weird about it. Okay, I should probably heal that. And just to pretty much get it out there, I know I saw some people were pretty much saying it's pretty normal to ban characters and such, if people wanted to. In fighting games specifically, which, if you look at the past couple years, it's actually not common with banning characters. with why they go about it. Like the two I mentioned just now, those are the only two I've known where characters actually got banned in fighting games for the past at least decade.
Big guns. Show me the.
Like, hell, actually, even ever since then, like 2008, Street Fighter 4, they were definitely broken and dumb characters throughout the different iterations of Street Fighter 4. But no one was ever outright banned just for that alone. But like, if the FGC banned characters, it was pretty much a mixture of both something that was abusable that breaks the game, as well as reflected upon results of events, which you don't need multiple events to do it. You really just need one. And honestly, like, aside from the two games I mentioned, the only other time I've known where characters got banned, where a character in Street Fighter got banned, was a really old game. It's like Street Fighter 2, I think, with one character where you had to use a cheat code to unlock him to begin with. And I was pretty much able to break the rules of the game as well. You don't know if results. I don't know anything about the results then, though, since I wasn't following.
Brace yourself.
I don't think I was even alive when Street Fighter 2 came out.
Show me the true power of soldier. Mind your own business.
Whoever said it was common doesn't know. There was one player that was advocating for the ban initially, but according to them, they got clowned on for it. And then when another Steve won the event, they're like, hey, you guys are laughing at me, but hey, now I'm gonna just cheer for this one Steve player and such. Also, I really wish there was a way for me to keep track of how many enemies I've killed at this point, because there's supposed to be 1,000 Shinra soldiers I have to kill for this class. I have no idea where I'm at. That's why it's just been nice talking for the time being. Here for at least 15 minutes. I think he came in when I just finished up one, but if it was during this one, specifically, but damn. Hopefully we'll be done soon enough. We're definitely doing the main story after this, though. No more side quests after this. With how long this is taking. How long have I been here? I have no idea exactly. It's definitely been at least... I want to say it's at least been 10 minutes. It could be longer, though. It could be. This is supposed to be the 1,000 soldier challenge, I think. That I did see word about. I was just wondering when I would see it, and here we are. You're over. Plus the game's fun and all. How many cycles I've done? I'm like almost 50% of the way, but I'm not gonna do all of them though. I've done more than how much I played when I played this on the PSP, which honestly isn't even that much since I barely did any back then when I played it. So I'm just trying to do as much as I can. It's almost 50% number-wise. But thank God for a Hellfire Raga. This move is pretty strong. But I guess if anything, if we're going to expect a training result with the Steve thing, I guess obviously we're pretty much just gonna wait till Japan, till we see it in Japan. If a lot of players just suddenly pick up Steve and abuse the attack, the hit stun cancel attack, that's definitely something I definitely want to see. How many pick up Steve for it alone, and get far because of it, since they're the clear region that will be doing it, compared to others. But like I said, we only need one tournament. We don't need to see multiple tourneys to determine. Go play with Sonic? Oh, yo. Nice. Well, alright, take this out my way, can't you? I appreciate you coming by whenever you can, despite how awkward it probably is, considering my time zone and such. But, regardless, hope you have a good time with that again. Since it's always nice to play against those players whenever you get the chance. So then, have a good one, Gale. I hope the grind goes well. I need to use more ethers. There's a fair chance I might be live by the time you're done, but we'll see. But so then, I would appreciate. Either way, hope the session goes well. Man, how many more do I have to go through at this point? I feel like I've got. I really wish there was a way to know how much I have left, or at least how much I've gone through. It would make this a little easier for me.
Prove your...
I have to be almost done. Right? Right? I have to be almost done. There's no way I have to at least be halfway through all this, because there's no way I'm anywhere under it. This one is so long. They did say 1,000 soldiers, so I did start doing it to myself at the same time. I figured I'd be going through these a lot faster. At least we are leveling up and gain our worth through all this. Now, it sucks if I suddenly die along the way. I don't want to think about if it happens. So, I don't think that's going to be an issue. And I've gotten a lot of benefits from doing this already, so I'd rather not lose it personally. Which I don't think I even need the level ups, but the fact that I got them, I do want to make use of it. Oh yeah, Cosmic. Not sure if you were in Sensei's stream when he was doing it, but I did see him do, well, I did see him playing Smash. That was the topic of his stream question for him. Just started curious how that went. Out of curiosity. If you were there. Because that's, well, honestly with Smash, that's been the biggest topic as of late. But yeah, I was just wondering, were you in Sensei's stream when he was talking about Steve? Which I think that was on Monday. Because I know he did a stream about it. Or he was pretty much playing Smash before work, and then because of the Steve stuff, he did make that question. So I was just wondering how that went with him, if you were there. If anything, worst case, I'll just come by his stream at some point over the weekend if he does stream. And maybe that topic will still be around, considering Smash and all. Which, you've already heard me talk about enough about the Steve stuff, so I don't think I really need to go through it again. But I'm always down to talk about it.
Bringing out the big guns.
You're like jumping in on the stream side again. Okay, gotcha. All good though, all good. But I pretty much talked about it for 2 days. But like overall, I'm not entirely against banning Steve. I'm just not a fan of banning him without evidence. Or outside of the tech. You know, go through. So basically, I did see the video. I've only seen the Twitter video of it, which showing what it does, which in regards to the tech alone, I do think that is pretty stupid Steve has something like that.
Where is Angio? He's gone missing.
At the same time,
I'll explain later.
a lot of
Things
tourneys
will
banned him
escalate.
just based
Be
off
prepared.
the video itself. Like, we haven't seen many tourneys with it. Just essentially a knee-jerk reaction to how it looks currently.
Concentrate.
Which, I get why the TOs are doing it. I don't exactly fault them. I'm just iffy about banning him currently based off the video alone. Since, with my background with fighting games, as well as what I've even seen with the past couple years,
Training hard, I hope.
You better believe it. Leveled up too.
All right, let's see the results.
like there's
There,
only
your
like
data from last month.
there's only 2 fighting games within the
Bring it,
past
me from
decade
last month.
that have actually banned characters,
No
or
improvement
one that was
whatsoever.
going to ban them,
Maybe
and
you
then
should
one
begin
that
with
didn't.
Sephiroth for a while.
and then one that didn't, or one that did get actually banned, and one that didn't ban them at all.
Warm-up's over.
Tekken 7 and Dragon Ball Fighters.
Prove your honor to me.
Like, Tekken 7, Leroy, busted character, had literally the best tools of the roster of Tekken 7 back then. Except the tools he had were still really solid. All in one, essentially, to my knowledge. And it was to the point where pros were saying, this character should probably be banned. But he was made legal for a tournament just to see how it would go. Evo Japan 2020. And there's actually videos on both of these characters but with Tekken 7's case, I can't speak for the entire bracket, but So, Smash 4, we've seen like 3 Bayonettas and Evo top 8. And then I'm pretty sure we've even seen like some previous fighting game characters get some attention. But back then, with Leroy,
Bringing out the big guns.
with Leroy, for top 8, 7 out of the 8 players then were using Leroy. 7 out of the 8. Which back then I was like, holy shit, that's freaking wild. How does this happen? There was only one player that didn't use Leroy. And for their credit, that player actually got 2nd place at EVO Japan.
The power of soul.
Unfortunately, he still lost to a Leroy.
Here comes the big one.
And the player that won EVO Japan is a good player. But considering Leroy back then and all. Oh yeah, and the EVO winner then for Tekken 7, he even said, if you wanted to win Tekken 7 then, he even said, just pick Leroy. So that's how busted he was.
Conflict resolved.
Oh hey, we finally finished it. Okay, so the Steve talk, or the banning talk, was actually definitely speeded it up, but I'm never doing that mission ever again. We did climb a couple levels. Yeah, finally. But we did make it. And now we're doing main story for the rest of the game. Because that took a lot longer than I wanted. But yeah, Leroy, he actually, aside from being a broken character, he had the results to show he was
Behind
really
you.
busted.
So predictable.
Oh, you're here
Wouldn't
again.
you guess your hometown would be the first place we'd look? Here to see your parents?
Yeah, so? What's wrong with that?
I'll talk about it after. When going
I
to
see.
Dragon Ball Fighters. Soon.
Yeah, well, I guess you're right. It was pretty careless. We'll be going.
Be careful. Security is very tight right now. Apparently, another target is in the area.
Who?
A target?
And Jill.
I see.
I see. He died by your hand. You're not surprised.
I think he may have helped us. Escape Shinra Manor.
Interesting. The sighting reports were true.
But why would he come to a place like Gungaga?
He came here to see you. What other reason could there be?
Run away if you can, Angeal. The Turks are watching.
I'll give you 10 minutes. After that, I return to the Turks.
Return?
Right now, I'm not in the mood. I can't bring bad news to your parents.
My mom.
That's Zach's parents doesn't even know.
How is she?
She's worried. She thinks after all this, you'll never be able to find someone to marry.
What's up with
Ouch.
that?
They're nice people, and they're doing fine.
Good. That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
How's your folks?
I was raised inside Shinra.
Hey, Sisney.
Not her saying that to Zach. True.
Would you mind keeping my folks company for a while?
All right. No problem.
They'll probably ask you to join the family.
Already happened.
What? What did you say?
Cisne!
Not my real name.
Huh?
You have 5 minutes left.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That's also not a real name, apparently.
Angeal? Angeal, it is you!
No, that wasn't Angeal.
Hey, wait!
I don't think that was Angeal.
Is it really Angeal? Only one way to know.
You like her design and her hair a lot? She is a cool looking character, though. She is a cool looking character. Just a shame to see
Activating combat
that
mode.
you can't really do much with her. Or we don't really learn much about her specifically. Anyways, let me just save here real quick. Apparently there's something somewhere else where you can learn more about her. Apparently. Not sure exactly, but I heard apparently that's a thing. Maybe we'll see her more though. In the future games. Maybe. No idea if we will, but it's not impossible. Anyways, let me just look for one more thing. Okay, there is one more side thing I want to do before I continue, but it's gonna be along the way with the game, so... Thankfully, it's not to a point where I have to go out my way to do it. Which, well, I guess I sort of do, but at the same time. And it should be worthwhile as well. Do I play any mobile games? Funny enough, I actually started playing one this week, actually. So prior to I did have Pokemon Unite installed on my phone, which I really just did to get the pre-registration rewards for the game. I don't play on it specifically though. I still play on Switch just because I'm used to it on controllers, and honestly, if the mobile port did have controller support, I would be playing it on it more. I still have it on my phone just because. The other game that I actually started playing this week is actually Street Fighter Duel. Pretty much an RPG game, which it has a gacha element to it, I think. But it's pretty much Street Fighter. With Street Fighter characters and such, which I can't really say too much about the game just because it just came out a few days ago. But so far for not spending money on the game, it's actually been pretty generous, if I'm being 100% honest. Anyways, you have to go for a bit, but if you're still on us, you'll stop by have a good one. Okay, no worries, Cosmic. I know you're pretty busy with other things yourself, but regardless, please stop by while you can, Cosmic. Hope you have a good night, and I'll see you next time whenever that happens. But until then, take care, Cosmic. Anyways, yeah, back to the mobile games. Street Fighter Duel. Obviously, I do play Street Fighter, so it's pretty much in me at this point. Which I wasn't even expecting to grind this. Which, first time I almost fell out of the game, but
Activating combat mode.
a lot's happened since.
Conflict
And I
resolved.
actually ended up getting back into Street Fighter. And they were actually advertising this game during Capcom Cup. So I figured, why not give it a try just because free, mobile, and Street Fighter. Which, the first 2 points are like, not like my priority. But I would consider it just because. But since it was Street Fighter, I was like, why not give it a try? Which so far, I'm personally enjoying the game. Anyways. Okay, so seems like for the side thing, I do have to do something first. Street Fighter Mobile? There was one mobile game for Street Fighter 4, I think, but I heard the game's not that great, so I never bothered. This one's pretty much just a free-to-play turn-based RPG. Which, hey, I know mobile games are pretty popular for this kind of thing. They're also an easy way for people to get money, but hey, it's just a business at the end of the day. I haven't spent real money on the game yet. I don't plan to. Just since it is free to play and such,
Why now?
I just figured, why not try it?
Cells.
Sorry, fresh out.
Activating combat mode.
Take that.
Oh shoot. God damn it, I didn't stop it in time. Gotcha will never get you? True. But even then, like regardless, well, I don't have anything against people that spend money on the game. It's very much up to them at the end of the day, with how they want to go about it.
Conflict resolved.
Got him.
Hey, Bill, welcome to the stream. Just making so. I did want to play Unite.
His cells are completely useless.
You've been here? Okay, I figured. But anyways, I was gonna play Unite initially, but
You are a former member of Soldier.
oh, it's you.
Your cellular structure has already mutated.
I thought the game was. I thought the servers. Whoa.
Hollander, you did it to yourself.
On one hand, I wanted to, but on the other hand, since I saw the hotfix was going to
After
happen
nearly being
today,
killed by
I
Genesis,
figured why not. I figured I can
it was
wait till it
really all I
happens,
could
which
do to
I was
survive.
tempted to think about abusing
I merely
Zacian to
borrowed
climb up
some
the ranks,
cells
but
from Genesis.
You know,
we'll do that over the weekend.
grading.
Just playing Unite
Indeed.
with
But
a
there
toned
is
down
still
Zacian.
some hope.
He's still probably gonna be really strong, anyways, considering what he can do. So you'll still be carrying us at the end of the day.
The gift of the goddess. A pure
I'll be playing it over the
S-cell
weekend at the
sample
very
will
least.
stop the degradation process.
Pure.
There are two of you on the run.
No.
One is a former soldier operative, the other an infantryman.
That infantryman carries within his body the last pure S cells in the world.
Hey!
Do you know the verse in Act 4 that leads into the final act?
Of course not.
Legend shall speak of sacrifice at world's end. The wind sails over the water's surface, quietly, but surely.
Hey, we'll be
Enough
finishing
about
Crisis Core
sacrifices and
tonight,
endings.
so
I don't want to hear
that should be
it.
a fun time at the very least.
You don't understand the beauty of these words. How tragic. I'm not surprised. Even I didn't understand all of it. The greatest mystery behind the gift of the goddess? The water's surface. And the answer I have
In the meantime,
arrived at
we were just talking about
is
other
the
things,
life
like
stream.
obviously the whole Steve stuff.
What?
And I was actually going
There
on
are
the topic
various
about
theories regarding the missing
Street Fighter
final
Duel,
act.
the new mobile game that came out
However,
this week.
Only my theory
Which-
is correct.
I'm actually
And
having a
I
pretty
will
good time with
prove it
it,
to
if I'm
you.
being honest.
No, that won't be necessary.
And so far it's been free to play friendly. We'll see how long that lasts though.
You will understand.
Hmm?
Cloud's in danger. Back to the reactor. Gotta move quick.
Okay, the reset hasn't happened yet for Street Fighter Duel. It's like, so far it's given me a lot of resources to grind and level up my characters in Street Fighter. Surprisingly. But we'll see how long that lasts. Anyways, let's try to do
Activating
one.
combat mode. Conflict
Oh
resolved.
yeah!
Trying to get... I need to do a few random battles here for a bit in order to get this one minigame. In order to get this one potentially busted move. Just to see how it's like. Not sure why it's supposed to be done this way, but... whatever it takes, I guess.
Activating combat mode.
Oh yeah, and I also thought I would, like... I thought I would, and I would be starting later for the stream. Which is why I didn't start streaming Unite immediately. Which is why I figured to just do this instead of Unite tonight. But now I realize I definitely could have streamed Unite.
Activating combat mode.
But it's fine because, like I said, I'll be streaming over the weekend too. I'll be streaming Unite over the weekend too. And honestly, I'll probably stream it for a fair amount next week too. Since after this game, outside of short games, I'm also probably going to be in the mood to grind games. So I might do Street Fighter 5 next week. Maybe even Fall Guys if I feel like it. Not expecting to really do Fall Guys though, since I'm still at the point where I'm waiting for the next season to start. Oh yeah, of course, Madeline. Yeah, it's just thinking. I'm just more or less thinking about possibilities, as well as like what I'll be in the mood for next week, which is very much up in the air.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
I need to do a
Activating
few
combat
more.
mode. Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode. Conflict
Please.
resolved.
I think that was like 5, I think. Let's see if I can do the quest now. Or side thing here. Okay, not yet.
Activating
Hopefully
combat
soon.
mode.
I probably need
Conflict
one
resolved.
more. Because after this is a boss fight, so I won't be able to get this one move anymore after. Definitely in the area for this minigame to happen though. Which I definitely did not do this during my first time playing this.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Okay, hopefully that's enough. Let me double check it again. Oh, I have to try to exit. And let's do one more just in
Activating
case.
combat mode.
Okay, here we go.
What's that sound?
What is that?
Treasure chests.
Are there any more coming down?
All right, let's do this.
Sorry, Cloud. We'll get to you soon enough. That treasure chest that comes flowing down from the water. Be mindful, as monsters come down along as well. You can't because of coming around, so you'll prepare that, but you can't recover because of that. Okay. Okay. 3. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this is actually pretty easy. 9, 10. Okay, I think we got all of them actually. Yay, we got the Goblin Punch. Nice. Now let's check the material, because I heard this move is actually pretty busted. Enable special attacks that deal non-physical... Ooh! This sounds really good. What to get rid of for this move, though? Because I do want to keep Assault Twist. I think High Jump would be good enough, honestly, but... I'll take this one off then, in case. And here we go. Okay. Which, actually, I guess at that point I could take off magic. Oh no, wait, I have HP. Oh, we can try it out here.
Activating
Assuming.
combat
Out of
mode.
the way.
Conflict resolved.
That is a grunt, but I'm gonna try it on the boss soon. Anyways, now we focus on main story. You'll watch while eating rice and salmon? Sounds good. Sounds good, man. Hope you enjoy it.
Cloud, watch out!
Wait. Oh, so that is Angeal. I think. Well, have fun, Angeal. Have fun.
It's over!
Activating combat mode.
Okay, yeah, good thing I kept this. Okay, this is an interesting boss fight if I do say so myself. If I do say so myself. And I can't really say this is exactly busted, but I guess for the purpose of it, it can serve well to avoid special defense and such. I just don't see it yet. Also, 1 month left until the Wii U 3DS eShop closes if anyone wants to get any games there. Unfortunately, I actually don't have a Wii. Well, I traded in my Wii U to get my Switch way back in 2018. And I don't have a 3DS anymore either. A shame that shop is closing down though, since there are a lot of gems there. Mostly through the virtual console and such, but there are definitely good games there as well. Shame that we can't really access
That
them
thing wasn't so tough.
regularly or at any point in time.
I'm just an angel copy.
I had a good time with both systems, but around the time was when I was starting to play on my PlayStation more then.
It's Lazard.
It is a
So,
shame though.
You're the one who helped Hollander out of Junon? Why would you do such a thing?
To exact my revenge. I needed Hollander.
You really chose the wrong friends, didn't you?
I agree. I never dreamed I'd be turned into an Angeal copy.
Damn.
Well, just be happy you're linked to Project G.
I was also,
It's a
aside from
strange
trading
feeling.
in, since I didn't use my Wii U anymore, GameStop did also have a
lust for
promotion
vengeance
going
that
for
had
it
so
for trading in
consumed
your
my
Wii
life
U.
Is all but gone now.
So that's why I was like, might as
In
well.
its place is a desire
That was
to
very much
help
my
you,
logic going through,
a desire to save
my logic going
Genesis.
into it.
No,
Otherwise,
It's
I wouldn't have
bigger
done
than
it ASAP.
I want to save the world.
When I did. It is what it is at the end of the day.
Nothing strange about that. Angeal lives inside you.
Genesis is trying to obtain the gift of the goddess.
I do think it sucks though.
But what is it?
Especially
exactly?
since the Switch and Wii, or the Wii U
Whatever it
and
is, he must be
3DS
stopped.
pretty much had
I just...
probably my favorite
don't
thing about them,
understand
aside from
what
the
he's talking about
some
at all.
games, was actually the
What
virtual
should I do?
consoles.
Angeal
Since
may
if it
show
wasn't
us
for
the way.
those, there would have been plenty of
Perhaps.
games that
Maybe.
I've wanted to play, but never got to
I
play
hope
before
so,
because I didn't own the
Director.
systems back then, like
Huh.
Sin and Punishment
Director.
Star Successor,
So,
one of the Mega Man
Zack,
Battle Network
what is
games,
your dream?
Huh?
and a lot of other games.
Oh,
I,
let's see.
I definitely could have
become a
taken
hero.
advantage of it more.
Unattainable dreams are the best kind.
Better than Nintendo Switch Online.
Oh, come on.
Very true.
Lend me a hand. You
Very
and Angeal
true.
both. If we pull this off,
Like,
we'll
I'll
all
admit
be
the library,
heroes.
well, the library
very
now
least,
is
I
actually
feel like
decent
one.
for what it is. However, there's just like you do need to pay for that
So, Zack,
expensive membership
Where is Genesis?
to get access to them, which my older brother did upgrade the family plan
see.
I'm sharing with his other friends, so I'm not paying as much for it. But $50 for it alone for yourself is a hard sell for me personally. I definitely wouldn't even like. I wouldn't have minded paying $20 for it for a year, but 50 for something I barely use, it definitely wouldn't be worth it for me. But eh, well, I guess on the other hand, you also get DLC for other games for free. Technically for free, but at the same time, you don't own it. So that's another issue.
Dumb apples only grow in
You got to
Benora.
have the expansion pass
Why
for
is
free
that?
thanks to your brother.
Something to
Ah,
do with the
yeah, for
soil
sure,
here,
for sure.
apparently.
Like, I was paying my part for already for the
Genesis
membership,
always carried a dumb apple with
so
her.
it's
I
not an
should've
issue for
realized
me, but
sooner.
it's definitely not something I'd want to pay a loan for. At least
It
for the
looks so
benefits.
different now.
And I guess another reason why I don't really play it is also just because of the fact that you don't download them to your Switch. You're pretty much streaming them. For better or worse.
Can I leave Cloud with you?
And even then, the most
What?
the most played game I've played lately on my Switch is pretty much Pokemon Unite, which is a free-to-play game that you don't need Switch Online for. Or is this Fall Guy? True, yeah, Fall Guy. And Fall Guys, since now that's free to play and all. Which is nice as well. And honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that
Looks
Nintendo
like I can't come back up.
if it wasn't for the fact that Nintendo Online or Pokemon
Was
that the
this
mobile port
here before?
for
Where
Pokemon
does
Unite
it
doesn't support
lead?
controllers, I probably wouldn't be playing on my Switch nowadays, outside like for fun with Mario Kart. And maybe some Switch exclusives time to time, like Bayonetta 3 recently. Bayonetta and Pokemon. And I guess any exclusives that get my attention at this point. Since
Benora white juice.
something like
First
Triangle
prize
Strategy
processed
and
foods. National
Triangle Strategy,
Agricultural
I would have gotten it
Awards.
on the Switch,
Oh,
but Gail
wow.
gifted me that game on
The
PC for
idea
my birthday.
This juice
For
came from a Benora
for
youth named
Christmas.
Genesis.
So
Wow.
I don't need to play
Just
that on my
wow.
Switch.
Young Genesis's
Even if he
comments.
didn't, I would have
I'm
gotten it on
very
PC at some
honored.
point down the
Benora
line.
white juice tastes great, but the fruit itself is tasty too. My dream.
Same with Octopath Traveler
is for
2,
my
which I haven't
parents and
gotten it
I
yet,
to serve
but
the
I'm definitely
hero
getting that on
Sephiroth our
PC,
apples one day.
if anything.
Genesis.
Worst case, PS5, but at the same time, I feel like more sales will happen on PC.
Is there anything I can do?
And that goes for a lot of Switch games. If they're gonna be on PC, I'm probably just gonna get them on PC instead. Most likely. Like, whether it's for the fact that the games run better on on PC versus Switch, which, yeah, pretty much runs better. And not to mention, since I do have I have my gaming laptop that can pretty much play games play games pretty well at this point. Held back just because of the fact that I am playing on PC, or playing on the laptop instead of an actual computer. But considering the sale I got it for, and how much I've been able to play already, definitely been worthwhile to have on PC. Definitely more worthwhile to have. Every little bit helps, definitely. But with that said, I am definitely getting at least, well, I did buy Nintendo vouchers though, just because I do like the deals you get for the vouchers for sure. Which I did take advantage of back when they happened in 2019 to get 4 games. So. It's definitely a good deal, and the crazy thing is that you can make it even better by, like, getting the eShops from other sellers that sell it at a discount, which I know Beefy Smash Dudes was doing something. Unfortunately, I missed out on the code to get it for that discount. But then Costco was actually doing a sale for it. So I was like, why not? So I pretty much got, so instead of paying 100, I only paid 90, which, sure, it's only a $10 discount straight up from it. So it might not sound like much, but but for what it's worth.
Oh yeah.
Since considering the Switch games, and you buy two $60 games digitally, you essentially save $30 at that point, so you save a bit, to say the least, on top of the 20 you would have already saved. And here's the thing, so Breath of the Wild 2 being $60 or $70, I am pretty confused with why it's $70, and I personally disagree with it. At least for $70 games on the Switch, which thankfully they said it's going to be a case-by-case basis.
Activating combat mode.
I'm not exactly a fan of it still. Okay, I probably should put Hellfire Auga back on. Pushing a bit, yep. But yeah, like $70 games on the Switch at this point does sound like a bit much. But thankfully, thankfully the vouchers, you can actually use it to get Breath of the or Tears of the Kingdom. I'm just so used to calling it Breath of the Wild too, just because like even though it's called Tears of the Kingdom and it is a sequel, I definitely just see it more as just like I personally pretty much just see it as just Breath of the Wild except with a new game or a new title and probably some other stuff.
Activating combat mode.
Like it'll probably be a good game still, but I'm just not interested in it. To at least to get it ASAP.
Warm-up's over.
But since you can use your vouchers for it,
Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna be using it because at that point, since it's $130, I'm essentially saving $40 for it. Saving $40.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
Due to the 2 digital games I want to get. So I'm actually okay with that. Instead of just 30. So, Tears of the Kingdom, I'll still get it. I just probably won't play it ASAP.
Some kind of console? The pedestal has 7 indentations.
As for the other game I use my vouchers for,
If I set Goddess Materia in these indentations, that door will open. Is that it?
You wonder how many Switch games will be left after Tears? True. Because the Switch has been out for 6 years at this point. So it feels like we could either be moving to like a new console or possibly an upgraded system of some sorts. Possibly. We'll see, though.
I don't have any.
Oh, so this is where I have to look around. Okay. Definitely a good question, which granted...
The
I guess we'll
elevator's
see.
not.
Guess we'll see how it turns out since... Okay, so I did have to get those other chests. Oh well. Yeah. It's definitely questions considering, well, Nintendo or PlayStation and Xbox are 3 years into their next gen systems right now. So, they've been ahead for a bit at this point. And they've also been supporting the older system for the past few years as well, but seems like that's going to be done so they can focus on the PS5 and Xbox. And Xbox Series S and X instead. Meanwhile, Nintendo, which they've already been behind already on the systems, which, like, sure, their games are fun, but it would be nice if Nintendo could take a few steps forward, at least to develop their systems. That would be nice, I will admit.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Which I hope they do, because if they can at least develop fairly decently strong hardware, doesn't have to measure up to what the PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X is, but if they can at least do it to a point where games are fairly stable and run decently, I wouldn't have as much of an issue with it, but since that isn't the case, that's why I don't play on my Switch as much nowadays, personally. But that is just me, though. Is there anything here?
I need a key.
Yeah, runtime and performance in general, which, at least when I'm gaming, that's definitely what I care about the most. For instance, the game looking pretty. Which, if they can nail that, that's cool, but if the game doesn't run well enough, then that's sort of a problem for me personally. Just because I'd rather have a game that, even if it doesn't look the greatest, as long as it performs well, and I'm having fun, then I can look past it, which...
Activating combat mode.
Bring it on!
Which, I was like, we've definitely seen it in a couple games where they look nice or try to look as good as they can, but pretty much aren't optimized well enough on the systems and such. Performance matters for you more? Yeah, yep, same here, because if the game isn't functioning well enough to where you can play it and have fun, even if the game isn't bad or actually good, it definitely sucks if it doesn't run well. to take advantage of it and all. And even better, if Nintendo can somehow nail it to where
Activating combat mode.
if Nintendo can eventually nail it to where you could do like they can give an option for both either performance or graphics mode, I would not be opposed to that. The thing is, I do think we're pretty far from that though, considering where the Switch is. Ooh, level up.
Conflict resolved.
Nice. And guys, I will admit, like, before with gaming, there was a time where I didn't really mind FPS as long as it was playable. Until I got a PS5, because having games playable on both...
Mako? Mako?
Which, obviously the PS5 is much stronger and all. The fact that, like, at that point, games were given an option to either play at 60 FPS or play Infidelity for games to look great. Just having the option for both is nice. But performance, like, having the 60 FPS, once I experienced it for some games like Spider-Man, I was like, I can't go back. I can't go back to 30 FPS. Unless I'm forced to. It was a huge game changer for me, to say the least. And like, though back prior, I only cared about fighting games being 60 FPS on... Or fighting games being 60 FPS specifically. It was how it was before. Just because I want fighting games to be playable and such. And some devs, like Insomniac, who made Spider-Man, were able to make games that looked good on the PS4 for what it was, while still running at 30 FPS, which was probably the strongest PS4s were able to handle back then. But once the PS5 came out, they really optimized it. Like, first giving us the option for both performance, like both 60 FPS or fidelity separately, which included ray tracing, which I personally don't care much about ray tracing, but for what it is, I don't think it's a bad thing. But Insomniac, they went the extra mile to not only give us a ray tracing performance mode, so not only did the game run at 60 FPS, you also saw the game look really beautiful, almost to the same extent as fidelity mode, which included ray tracing. Like, it didn't look exactly like the ray tracing mode alone, but it was crazy to see that Insomniac pulled that off. Which, Insomniac pretty much just spoiled, the games I played from Insomniac on PS5 have pretty much spoiled me in general, since both Spider-Man and Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart included both, they didn't have the option set immediately, but they did include both options down the line. Both performance and ray tracing at once. which is something I wish more devs did on the PS5,
Activating combat mode.
but they probably won't. Which they don't have to. Because at the end of the day, I'm definitely going to be prioritizing performance anyways.
Bringing out the big guns.
But the fact that Insomniac goes out of their way to provide both
Resolved.
is actually really nice. Okay, I'm missing one more. Hopefully this one doesn't take too long. Hopefully. It's somewhere back. Not sure where, but somewhere. Maybe I have to go back to the beginning parts. Oh well. All in all, I guess we'll just see how it goes with Nintendo and what they end up doing.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
Which, I'm still going to enjoy the games when I can. And play whatever gets my interest, since they do at least make something that gets my attention once time to time. But we'll see if I get the next Nintendo system ASAP. Since with the Switch, I did wait a year for it. Oh, a year before I got it. And same with my Wii U, I waited 2 years for that, I think. Actually, yeah, 2 years.
Activating combat mode.
Bring it on.
I wasn't playing that immediately either. Okay, so this is... Everything's in here, for sure.
Activating combat mode.
Out of the way.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
Activating combat mode.
Ouch.
Conflict resolved.
There we go. I'm missing one treasure chest somewhere. I've already explored those areas, so it has to be further ahead somewhere. I've already checked here, but I'm gonna take a look again. Just to see. Actually, maybe it is in here. There is that other treasure chest I need to get to.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Wait, did I ever go through here? I feel like this is where the last one is, since there is this big monster here and all.
I need a key.
I feel like that's where it is. I guess I can check later. Still need to backtrack a bit more, because there has to be somewhere I haven't looked at yet. Let's look here again. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do about this, though.
Fly now. Gonna love this. Here we go. That's enough. This'll do.
Good work, both of you.
Gonna love this. Warm-up's over.
Concentrate.
Conflict resolved.
Fit in there.
Mako?
Feel like it has something to do with this room that I have to do. Let me double check this. Otherwise, I'm gonna be lost here for a bit. Okay, I think there's one more in here. That's what I'm missing. Let me just double check. Oh, okay. Okay, chest. There should be one more chest around here then.
Mako.
As for these enemies, there is something else I can do here, so let me do that as well. After I find this other chest. Oh, okay, here it is. Okay. Got the last material, but we'll continue the story soon. Just need to do one more thing real quick. Reading the other tablets, which I've read 2 at this point. I think I've read this one already. Okay, I've read that already.
Activating combat mode.
I don't want to fight that. Nothing here, nothing there. I've read the one inside there, so I don't need to worry about it. There's 3 more I'm supposed to read.
Activating combat mode.
Nothing here. Nothing there. Maybe the other 2 on here? Maybe. Probably gonna make homemade pizza tomorrow. Everything will be completed. Oh, nice. Always nice to make homemade pizza, which... I don't think I've actually ever done myself, but... definitely a lot healthier as well. Or... save money, and you're able to customize it however you want. To your liking and such. Which is always a good thing. I guess I can put this here. Oh. Wasn't expecting this.
Activating combat mode.
Heads up! Oh no, you don't! Bye now! That's enough! Brace yourself!
Let's see how this goes. I think you'll go for a French bread style pizza? For sure, for sure.
Soldier.
Ah, damn it. That was my fault. I got too greedy going for the damage.
Activating combat mode.
Okay, that's my fault for just taking damage and not respecting it.
Activating combat mode.
You're in for it now!
We'll get through this though.
Power. Warm-up's over!
There we go. Ooh, another one.
You're in for it now!
Let's get this over with.
Conflict resolved.
There we go. That should have gone, but I got careless. Actually, as much as I wanted to do that other thing prior, I think we'll
Genesis
just...
is up ahead. I'm sure of
let's
it.
just finish the game soon. I should be fine, though. given how I am and such. There was a few side things I could have done here, but
My soul, corrupted by
it's fine.
vengeance, hath endured torment to find the end of the journey. In my own salvation, you're late.
Ah, there's Genesis with the
Loveless again.
degradation.
You have succeeded, Angeal's spirit, and carry a part of Sephiroth within you. Thus, the three friends are reunited once again. And Loveless is reenacted.
No. Open your eyes, Genesis.
When the war of the beasts brings about the world's end,
I've come here to help you.
the goddess descends from the sky. Wings of light and dark spread afar. She guides us to bliss, her gift everlasting.
What
Oh,
is that?
here we go.
The gift of the goddess. A heavenly boon found only in Benora.
I thought the cells were the gift.
There are various interpretations.
I don't understand.
To ponder the mystery is in itself a gift. We will all join the life stream. You are no exception. The planet has become my guardian.
Keep talking to me.
Oh, here's the music.
Don't let it take over. You're not a monster. You're one of us. Damn you!
Oh well, we gotta do it. Here we go. Oh, someone turned out being the monster.
Activating combat mode.
Oh, I didn't block that at all. Oops. But this should be doable
Activating
though.
combat mode.
Take that! Better run for it! Take that!
Okay.
This'll do. Gonna love this.
let's see how this goes.
Prove your honor to me. I got it.
Oh, I should have blocked. Darn. My bad. Actually, I should make use of my Phoenix Downs actually here, since this is gonna be the last
Activating
fight.
combat mode.
Fly now. That's enough. Warm-up's over.
We could do it
Prove
though.
your honor to me. I got it.
Who's this Nate? Give me those crits.
Bringing out the big guns.
Let's just defend for now though. Make this easier for us.
Better run for it.
Ooh, let's try this actually.
The power of soldier.
Take that. Got him. Hey, hot. Beat it. Take that. Brace yourself.
Apocalypse? Give me those limits. This time we block though. Better call them every.
Take that. Hey. You're in for it now.
Here we go.
The power. Brace yourself.
Sesame. In the nick of time. Let's get out there. Ooh, and this.
You're in for it now.
Give it to me.
The end.
these ones are more immune to magic. Just to play it safe.
Sorry, Cloud.
No, I haven't seen this
Time
cutscene, so.
for another break. As you can see, my friend's sick. Let's get to it. Brace yourself.
The power of soul.
Like was insane. So another air strike.
You're in for it now.
Okay, hopefully this does a bit. Okay, at least I did as much as I can. Probably should have just done Dark Flame the entire time. But I should still live. Hopefully. Okay, cool. I have my Phoenix down, so... Oh wait, I need to get out. Okay. Ooh, this stuff. Let's get this summon out. Level 50. Let's go. Oh, that wasn't even bad at all. Let's try spamming this here, just to take advantage of this. Error.
Brace yourself.
Just to brace for it.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Oh wait. Who needs to do that when I can do this?
Better run for it.
Good luck.
Take that. Later.
This sword's almost done, at least.
Take that. You're in for it now.
Yeah. We should be good. Love how things are going so far. As long as I don't get careless like that. I do have plenty of electrics. I honestly don't mind burning. Nice. Took care of that. And that was just phase 1, I think.
My soul,
That's cool.
corrupted by vengeance, hath endured torment to find the end of the journey in my own salvation. And your eternal slumber.
Does this mean you knew from the beginning?
Stand and fight, soldier first class. Zack?
Why is everyone always pushing things on me?
Activating combat mode.
Taking you down a peg. How about this? Taking you down a peg. This is gonna sting. Heads up! Take that! Take that!
Well, I did. It's dealing only 50% at
I'll take
most.
the world with me.
Maybe Lucky Punch, Goblin Punch would have been good enough to bring here.
Take that! Take that! Better run for it!
Oh, let's see it here.
Prove your honor to me.
I got it!
Basic but cool. Okay, this should break it.
Prove your
Easy.
Conflict resolved.
Thank you, Jump. And GG's Genesis. I see. I see. So yeah, we took down Genesis. Oof. Thankfully, it wasn't too bad. Just making sure my health was up and all was all I needed to worry about. But it's also a good thing we did all those side quests too. Oh yeah, and this is the exclusive cutscene to Crisis Core Reunion. Before, we just let Genesis and everyone else pretty much died, and no one picked them up. Or, no, they weren't left
Shinra
here.
attacked us.
Save your strength.
I got some help from him over there.
We definitely did not have this cutscene though. Oh hey, it's Angeal. Damn.
It's you.
That same one. And then he's dead too, unfortunately.
Director!
Oh, that was Lazard. Okay. I was wondering who he was, but... Man, the only other good person left. I wasn't paying attention, so that's on me. But damn, this is what happens to
Thank
them. Anyways, Cloud, we need to get the hell out of here. Good old Dun Apple.
Okay, let's eat. Sorry I'm not the real thing, but... Is it good?
Oh, he's still alive. Okay, so we saved him. So back
Of the
in Crisis
gods.
Core, he did die. But here, he's still alive.
This apple? Huh?
Angeal.
are you? I wish I knew where you were. It's already
God
been 4
damn.
years now.
Not here.
This is the 89th letter that I've sent to you. But I don't even know where to send them anymore. I really hope that this final letter that I'm writing gets to you. By the way, the flowers are selling very well.
Good to hear.
They make everyone so happy. Thanks to you, Zach. Eric.
Sad.
4 years.
4 years.
What do you mean, final?
Damn. Well, he's really been gone for that long.
Wait for me. You're gonna make it too. You got that?
Man, almost at the end, unfortunately, but it's been a good time.
This must be an important matter if they are sending the two of us.
Apparently, the subject will become our brother.
Is that so?
I wonder who's picking him up.
But will he
Accept his fate willingly.
These two are from 7, well, they're from 7 lore, but they're definitely going to be important in 7 Remake. Weiss and Nero, I believe, were their names. Can't wait to see how this turns out with them. Cannot wait.
Even
The
if
letter.
the morrow is barren of promises, nothing shall forestall my return.
Return?
To become the dew that quenches the land, to spare the sands, the seas, the skies, I offer thee this silent sacrifice.
Cisne! The army's mobilizing. Find the targets before they do.
Understood. The army won't be as subtle.
I want them alive. You hear me? You're going to save Zach's life.
Of course. I haven't even told him my real name.
Damn.
Help them. Cisne.
At least they tried to help us.
88 of them.
88? Well. We're close to that inevitable ending, unfortunately.
I'm just kidding. You know I wouldn't do that to you. We're friends, right?
Not this cutscene again. The Turks are trying to actually save him.
There's no way we're gonna find 2 needles in a haystack this size.
There's no mission that's impossible for the
Turks, yeah.
also. Sung apparently has something to give him.
Who? The target? So we're couriers now. Delivering packages to fugitives, huh?
Reno, Bruce, status.
We got nothing.
You?
Likewise. I'm heading to point 235. You two take point 120.
Roger.
All right, let's get going.
Yeah. You three did your best to help us, but we know it's coming, for better or worse. Man. And we're just outside Midgard, too. But someone has to fall here. And it's not going to be you, Cloud. Man, why do I have to relive this again?
Boy, oh boy. The price of freedom is steep.
Ah, the inevitable.
Embrace your dreams. And, whatever happens, protect your honor.
As soldier! Come and get it!
Activating combat
Oh,
mode.
here we go. We're doing our best.
I'm Cisne.
Cisne? Song, Sephiroth?
Yes, for so get away safely. Zach, I gotta go.
Sephiroth, Song, and Cisne. No, well, Sephiroth, he turned into a villain, so he's whatever. But Cisne and Song, man, they tried to help us so much. They did their best. Who's next? Angel, Cloud. Not you two.
I really like that sword. Thanks.
A monster's objective.
I really like that sword. Nothing else out there. Hold on.
You have my
Why you two?
Hello?
Oh no, and not Eric too. Our mentor, friend, and lover. Forgotten. We never got to see Aerith again either. Oh, and yep, here's the script. We took down so many. And it doesn't even matter, unfortunately. You even took down a damn helicopter.
Activating combat mode.
Get over here. I can't even use my spells. I'm not gonna be dealing way more damage than you once I land the hits. Oh, I guess that was too much. Hey, block scene. Guess I'm using a capture card. This is the end, isn't it? Okay, that was unnecessary. Oh, and now we actually forget about Aerith. Man.
Hello. Don't worry. That's right. But want to hear? Not scary
work
at all.
stuff?
Will I see you again?
Nope.
I'll be here.
Unfortunately. I won't be there. I'm sorry, Aerith. It just wasn't meant to be for us. Maybe it will be in Rebirth, but for now, F. Are they still shooting at me? Come on, I'm already dead. Oh no. Cutscene with Aerith. Sag. It's raining. She knows something bad happened. Hurts to watch. Hurts to watch. There's Cloud. After we died.
Zack.
You're too late, Cloud. We're dead. We are dead.
For the both of us. Both of us? That's right. You're gonna
Ah. This sucks to see.
You'll be my living legacy.
Living legacy. Now we know what actually happens. At least I do. Man. Hurts to see no matter what.
My honor My dreams. They're yours now.
How that ends up, though.
Does feel good.
Yeah, we lost to Zach. We lost him. We'll see how it goes in the next game, though. We'll see.
If you see
And
Aerith, say hi for me. Hey, would you say I became a hero?
do you even need to ask Zach? But yes, you are a hero. Anyways. I would like to listen to all this song, but just to not deal with keep the VOD as not mute as possible, I do have to skip it. Song is dope though. The song is dope. And also I love how they remade this last scene. Ooh, Aerith. Same cutscene from 7 Remake, essentially. How it looks in 7 Remake specifically. And the shot of Midgar. Never gets old.
My name is Cloud. Soldier. First class.
Yeah. Never gets old. To be continued in Final Fantasy VII. Man. What a game, to say the least. What a game. Wow. Thank you, Zach. I'm level 50, so we made a fair amount of progress, to say the least. But man. Either way, what a game. A game that I wasn't even planning to get to till later on in the year. But I'm glad I actually got through it now because this was a really fun game. Really, really fun, to say the least. But that's it for our story with Zack and Crisis Core. Even though they called this a remaster, which it pretty much is, I definitely consider this at least a remake personally. Considering how much went into this. I guess the only criticism I really have is I guess the whole thing with the digital mind wave stuff. Just because a lot of it's still tied to RNG and such with whether you level up, strength and abilities, and a lot of other stuff. But it is actually a really fun system, IMO. Really fun system. That actually works really well, and is overall a really good time. So, not perfect, but I am having a fun time with this game. I did have a fun time revisiting this game. But like I said, we are done with the story with Crisis Core. The next time we'll be revisiting Final Fantasy VII again is going to be in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is later this year. Or at least late winter. With that said, I'll be live, like I said, I won't be live tomorrow. Because I'm going to be at the movies. We'll be live Saturday again. With Pokemon Unite, where I'll actually be grinding to get into Masters and such. Or trying to grind as much as I can. To make progress and such. We'll see how it goes. I'm not sure what I'll do after, though. I could start on another shorter game. Either that, or I'll just grind Pokemon Unite and other multiplayer games next week, if anything. But we'll figure that out in due time. With that said, gonna raid Andrew, who I actually just haven't raided in a while. Been a while since I rated him, so might as well throw some love to him since. And he's also playing Kingdom Hearts, which something related to Kingdom, to Square Enix and Final Fantasy to a degree. So yeah. Regardless, we'll be back Saturday, grinding more Pokemon Unite, and then next week we'll figure out when we get there. Regardless, for everyone that stopped by, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Till then, take care everyone, and have a good night.